Hi, and welcome to Sandler Online. I'm Mike Montague, Vice President of Online Learning at Sandler, and I want to give you a quick overview of some of the things you can do inside of the platform. When you get logged in, you'll land on the Sandler Online dashboard here, and you'll see your main buttons that will take you to most of the places that you want to go. But before we do that, I want to share with you that Sandler Online is completely mobile responsive. So if you check it out on a tablet or a mobile phone, you should get the same experience as a desktop. But on mobile devices, you'll probably want to hit this menu button and click Add to Home Screen to create a shortcut so you can get back here quickly. On a desktop, you probably want to hit the star button to bookmark this page so you can save it in your favorites and come back to your training often. Now, on the dashboard, you'll find buttons for most of the main things that you want to accomplish. Like My Training has a list of all of the courses that you're enrolled in. Resources is a shortcut that will take you to additional resources that come with your training materials that you can search and browse for additional topics on things that might not be included in your program. Certification includes things that are required to reach your next certification level. The check-in button will allow you to take attendance and check into live training that you attend. And the virtual playbook here is a flip chart of scripts and tips that you can use on the job while you are on a sales call. Obviously, the help tutorials are here if you need them. And in the corner, you'll find the search bar where you can type in any item that you would like more information on, and hopefully some results will pop up and direct you where you need to go. Now let's jump into one of the core training programs. If you click on Sandler Foundations, it'll take you into your program where you'll see your workbook, audio lessons, video self-study lessons that walk you through your program from day one to the conclusion. And on day one, you're probably going to need your workbook. So if you click into the Foundations workbook and click on these PDFs, they'll download. You can save them to your device. Just make sure that when you open these up, you open them in Adobe Acrobat Reader so that you can fill in and take your notes inside and save your notes inside the PDF. The other thing you can do is download the audio almost the exact same way, but you just click into the audio and you can save these to your phone or tablet and take them with you. You would click on the Why Have a System audio, save it, and when you open this up, you will be able to listen to everything that was included in the video self-study lessons. So if we check out these lessons, these are step-by-step, taking you page by page through the book where you can start and stop however you want and go back to the last page you saw, or just start from the beginning and walk through your lesson as you click through. Each lesson has short video tips that are anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes. Let's hear Dave Mattson talk about this one.
You know, in this lesson, you're going to learn the difference between a prospect system, the traditional sales system, and the Sandler selling system.
So as you can see, it's designed to look exactly like a classroom. You would have an instructor, you'd have the PowerPoint up there, and you would have your workbook notes right in front of you. So hopefully it's easy for you to follow along on these lessons. And we should probably jump ahead to the end, because at the end of each lesson, there is a lessons learned section where we want you to type in your biggest takeaways so that you can keep track of these yourself, but also we can learn more about what you got out of the lesson. So type anything in here and hit submit, and it'll take you to the knowledge testing for this chapter. So when you finish the lessons learned, you get to take a true-false quiz or multiple choice quiz on each of the sections. And in order to get your check mark as complete for this course, you need to get all the way through the knowledge testing. When you get to the end of lesson screen, you will get your completion check mark on your main course page here. Your goal is to get all of the check marks and your course will be complete. You also have a progress bar over here where you can jump ahead to lessons that you have not quite completed yet. Two other things that you need to know before we wrap up. The first is there's some additional resources that I mentioned earlier. This is a massive library of hundreds of items, including videos from our Sandler Summit in Orlando and a whole bunch of other topics that you might find interesting. So if you're looking for more information on prospecting, you can browse and find short videos and audios that'll help you maybe understand prospecting best practices, like this one from Sean Coyle.
So we're talking about prospecting best practices.
Well, as you can see, some of these are really short and really easy to get to, but there's also a huge learning library here which has different resources available to you. So in the Sandler e-learning library, there are educational webinars, podcasts, white papers, videos, newsletters, blogs, books, course samples, and all kinds of stuff to help you along in your learning. They're not necessarily required for you to complete your course, but they're there if you need them, and there are hundreds of podcasts and different lessons that you can walk through and get more information on specific skills and sometimes advanced skills like understanding prospects' motivation or delivering a killer 30-second commercial. Click in here and you'll see that we have a short podcast for you here and some additional resources. I hope that works for you. If you have any questions, you can type them in the help tutorials in the peer forum and just click add a new discussion topic, ask us your questions, and we'll get back as soon as possible. Until then, good selling.